This podcast is brought to you by Anchor. Anchor is a great way to have a podcast. All you simply have to do is download the app and you can get started from there. You don't even need any equipment. You can record straight from the app off your phone. You don't have to worry about trying to figure out which platform is best for you. Anchor will distribute to all platforms, including Spotify and Apple Music. So why don't you go download the app and get started on your podcast today. Get your voice out there. What's happening? It's your boy Pete McCorvey. Appreciate you rolling up on the porch to holler at me. It's Pete McCorvey's Porch Talk. Let's go. This episode was a little different. No intro or anything like that. Conversation was getting really deep, so I decided to just kind of fade to back and just absorb everything that was going on. A lot of deep information was being put out. So just sit back, relax, and learn a thing or two.
I'm not going to say he's black. I'm not going to say he's black. I'm going to say they, as they, at terminology that they use, there was dark-skinned people of different color.
Man,
but we know as black.
Mansa Musa was the richest man that this earth has ever seen.
Come on, yeah.
But they won't give him that shit.
No,
they
won't.
They say now that Kanye is the richest black man ever.
Who was the richest black man?
You forgot history?
Yeah.
Mansa Musa? Who taught them about chains? Who taught them how to wipe their ass? Who taught them how to take a shower?
Hey, they don't want them to know about this.
Because we're too powerful as black men. Once black men, once you and me get enough money where we can fucking sit down at a fucking table and create a town.
Watch this.
They're gonna bomb that shit down,
talking
man.
townships as an engineer. Okay. When you look at history, most people live in log cabins, but they couldn't build them. They had to have slaves build them.
Oh, speaking of that, to your thing,
The man.
1886, when the slaves was freed from slavery, what white man knew how to build a house? What white man knew how to plow a field?
None.
What white man knew how to fucking construct concrete?
I can't answer.
So you know what they did to us? You know what they did to us?
Clay dirt.
They put us in fucking jail and they made a note that says you gotta get this fucking piece of paper from us before you can motherfucking even think about fucking building a house.
You know what they figured
They
out?
didn't know how to do that shit.
You know,
The first teachers in America after 1886, the first teacher of trades, this is why it's not taught in school no more. The first teacher of trades was what? African Americans.
You know what white people
Us.
figured out when
They
freed
made us sit down and teach their kids how to fucking weld, how to fucking do this
and
shit.
with that, when they freed us, you gotta tip your hat to them, because what they figured out was us being freed, they actually
Benefited.
made more
Because
money.
we couldn't fucking get the
Made
equipment.
more
You didn't
money.
have no fucking money. How you gonna buy a fucking sickle?
Even from
How you
building,
gonna buy a sickle?
the businesses, let alone with the jails. The jails weren't profiting like that
Bro.
until they freed us.
There was no jails until they freed us.
Exactly, and
There
then
was
that's
no
when they
jails until they
realized and they banked on it, and that's why they're on it. That's
But
why
you can't
motherfucking
say-
Michael Jordan bought prisons because of the
No,
fucking
because
profit
he's
of this shit.
indoctrinated into the white man shit.
Yeah.
But what I'm
Say
saying
it
is,
again.
he's indoctrinated into the white man shit.
Exactly, yes.
What I'm saying, when the first
So they say make
when the
them feel
first
like
slaves
they
was
want
free,
us.
when the first we talking about going deeper, when the first slaves was free, the white man didn't know how to do shit.
I know that.
Right? We know that, right?
Yeah, I know
So
that.
what they did, they created laws because most of us was uneducated. We didn't know how to fucking
Because-
read, and we didn't know how to fight their fucking rules.
Guidelines.
Guidelines.
But at the end of the day,
And guess
they
what?
went
Even
to
as black men today,
But
when
they
we
went
open a
to-
business or we become engineers or we become lawyers, we say we got to do what? Go by the guidelines,
Yeah, not only that,
right?
Yeah,
Because
they went,
other black men got educated on the guidelines and taught other black men.
Look here, man.
But what we don't do now, this is what it is. This is why I sit here and say that if you're a black man in America in 2022, if you're a black man in America in 2022, and you let them motherfuckers get away with it, it's your motherfucking fault.
but see,
Know the rules before you break the rules.
Not only
Half
know
these
them,
motherfuckers is sitting here with 1,000 pills in their pocket, can get away with it,
Don't know how.
but they don't know how. They go by a barracks lawyer. Oh man, you only had 999 pills. You should be able to get away with it. But fucking, you don't know the fucking law. You just some hearsay shit. Because you know what's happening? The ones who do go to school and fucking do them laws, they be in our presence. They be like, oh, you a fucking nerd, nigga. You ain't no fucking thug, nigga. You ain't got no fucking gun. Get the fuck away from our presence. So he goes and chills with the white people, and they're like, oh yeah, you cool, but you still a nigga.
Now how you do that again?
Don't go over there with them. They ain't gonna
How you
accept
do that
you.
again?
Yeah, they ain't gonna accept you. Niggas chill with us. Don't tell them the rules, because guess what? Every time we lock one of them up, that's $100,000, and it can be in your pocket. So what you start doing? You start locking them up because they don't fucking know no better.
Setting them up.
Setting them up. Like we had a conversation last night. Okay, Malcolm X got killed by
Black.
no. He didn't get killed by blacks. He got killed by the fucking CIA.
He got CIA,
who got
yeah.
fucking dumbass blacks
Hey,
to
boy.
do it.
to do it.
Yeah,
About 20 million, right?
Like when he was with the nation, when he was with the Nation of
Right,
Islam,
right. Don't get your
this
face
is why you still got the Elijah Muhammad. This is why you still got Louis Farrakhan, because Louis
Hey.
Farrakhan was still living when fucking Malcolm X got
let me ask you a
killed.
question. Let me ask you a question. What's different about the CIA than the DEA and all that? What's the difference?
Because we're fucking educated now.
No.
Their mistakes we know
the
now.
CIA, the DEA, and all these other motherfuckers. So the key word is intelligence.
Intelligent.
Meaning, nigga, I was over and I heard. So I'm giving you the advice.
Yeah. 1 of 3.
This is what I heard.
Hey, 1 is a conspiracy. 2 is knowledge. 3 is real.
See, I got knowledge, but they on the ground.
Nigga, I'm an intelligence fucking officer. When I went to the military, I'm intelligence. I'm a 96 motherfucking hotel. I'm a motherfucking intelligence analyst. So fucking them games that they played with us, I seen it. Cause when we went to Iraq, I played it on my own people.
But mama say psychological warfare.
Psychological warfare, same thing. I played it on my own people. I'm not saying that Iraqis are black people, but hey, those are
Iraqi are dark
minorities.
people.
They have fucking different skin. And me, because I thought I was doing the right thing, I learned the white man's trade and how to use it, and I used it against my own people.
You knew that before you went there.
Well,
It was a check. Nigga. Come on,
it was
stop
a
playing.
check, but goddamn, I did my job. But I didn't realize I was doing my job until fucking I got older and be like, damn, these people is just like us. His mama is poor, taking care of him like my mama
Hey,
was.
that's the reason when you go to them different places, I won't talk to them. I talk to you.
Yeah,
They say
man.
that.
This is why religion fucked me up. I was hella religious growing up. I'm from South Carolina.
Hey,
but when I went to
religion is
Mesopotamia, and I seen the Muslims, both Sunni and Shiite, and the Christians that were there, and they was living in harmony,
Real
and they was
biblical.
living in fucking peace, and
Real
I got to
biblical.
see the shit, and I got to be like, to talk to them and be like, what do you think about this? And they was like, oh, that's bullshit. And I had to go back and look at it and be like, oh shit, that really is bullshit. I got to see that shit. I was there in the flesh.
Okay.
And I got to see the shit. That the rules and the shit that we go by as Americans is some fake ass Christian shit. Those aren't the real Christians.
That's when they force their religion on everybody.
That's why they force their religion on everybody.
That's why I said, you speak that adultery and unadulterated.
Pagan. Hey,
Pagan.
Bro, it's all in pagan. If you read Deuteronomy, right? We celebrate Christmas, right? They tell you in Deuteronomy
You
that
don't.
the real enemy is gonna have trees with ornaments on it. Guess what we're doing? You make a Christmas tree with balls and fucking bells and shit on
Sit
there.
your ass down.
What's that?
Sit your ass
I gotta
down.
go get me a drink right
Sit
quick.
your ass down on
I gotta
that.
go get me a drink.
I know
right
you.
quick. I'm coming back.
Yeah.
But I want y'all to think about it.
You gotta get
Everything that they gave you, your politics,
hey,
your stories,
hey, watch
is
this.
something that they gave you
Watch
for you
this.
to hold on to.
Can I say
It's not the
something?
real shit.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
That book been written many times by everybody else's perspectives. So the only real book is that Quran. And everybody can't read it.
Preach. But the thing is this, right?
Real book is written in my essence.
The real book is written in
Don't follow
you.
me.
Well, we don't get it. The real book is written in you. It tells you in each story of Genesis, it doesn't matter if it's the Quran or nothing. We are God body. The book don't mean shit. You know the difference between right and wrong. You know the difference between shooting this nigga in the fucking head and stealing from him.
Say,
You
Curry,
know
I
the
do-
difference between
Curry,
that
Curry,
shit.
I do-
You don't need a fucking book to tell you.
Curry, I do-
They gave you
I do-
something to read, because it's written down, and they can go back to it and say, "Oh, you stole. Look at this commandment right here in this book."
Watch this. Watch this. So I agree with you saying right now, and now it's not coming to well, now when you're in the business world, it's ethics and morals because you know right from wrong. So now they flip that on you, and the motherfucker can use it. But see, when you do moral ethics, niggas depend on where you came up. Nigga, if I grew up on the hilltop and nigga Barbara, hey, let me loan $1,000 and I'm gonna give it back to you next week. And Barbara comes, hey man, I ain't got it right now, but here it is. That's something we do in our culture where we at. So moral values and ethics aren't what they teach in the book, but they flipped it again. See what I'm saying?
But they lock you up for it.
Guess what?
They lock you up for it.
What Abraham said.
Eye for an eye.
Nah.
Abraham said
What
that
fucking Abraham said?
eye for an eye.
Father who?
If you don't fucking pay me my fucking money, I can shoot you in the head.
What
That's what Abraham
You
said.
can't do that.
That's what Abraham said.
You can't do that.
But guess what? They gave you the story of fucking Moses in the Ten Commandments and say, "Thou shalt not kill." But fucking Abraham was like, "Fucking if you don't give me my shit, I'm taking it."
I ain't messing with you.
I ain't gonna fuck with you.
Abraham,
I'm gonna let you go get your drink on that one.
Abraham, the reason why you,
I'm gonna let you go get your drink.
Abraham, the reason why we got heads instead of fucking foreskins in America.
Watch this.
Said, "Hey, if you don't pay me my fucking money, I'm gonna kill you."
What
I
you
ain't
say?
gonna kill you.
What you
Huh?
say?
I said, Abraham, the reason why you got heads instead of foreskin over your dick,
I got dirty dick.
I gotta
What?
let you go.
like,
gotta
well,
let that
most of them, I don't know what y'all dicks look like,
I
but I
gotta
know
let that
fucking
motherfucker- Oscar.
automatically in the hospital,
Automatically
automatically in the hospital,
go.
they cut your kids' foreskins off. That is because of Abraham.
Why this? It's just like in the past and put dope in little dope. And here this house be saved, nigga. So I understand what you're talking about on that one. So no. So the moral of the story is, like I just told you a while ago, this book been written by different people. Okay? That Quran ain't but one of it. Nigga, you gotta know the language to write that bitch.
No, I get that.
So you recite this book. Talking about my forehead and all that, nigga.
Because the thing is this. I was raised, even though fucking we have the Quran there, I was raised from this book.
Tell your story.
Like I was just saying, like fucking when your son is born in an American hospital, the first thing they do is what? They cut off his foreskin, right?
Yeah.
Circumcised.
They circumcise him. The reason why
That's
they
all he's
circumcise
talking about. When he said the forehead, he's talking about
Hey,
circumcised.
the reason why they circumcise him in America and not in fucking Germany or in Africa is because guess what? Abraham, the motherfucker, the first Jesus in their Bible.
No, not Jesus.
Well, no,
Jesus.
he's not Jesus.
Not Jesus.
But the first one before
father.
Jesus.
First father.
The beginning of everything.
Not even father. See, we get confused with that too.
The first beginning of everything. The first beginning of everything. The fucking Christian rule was Abraham. After Genesis, the second one, Christian rules. What I'm saying is, America is ran off of the fucking Christian Bible. It's not ran off of the fucking Quran.
Hey, so once again, I'm gonna say it to you one more time. When you go to a judge, and if you ever pay attention to a judge, you in court, that nigga gonna give you the law, and then when you make sense and shoot at his ass like nigga blah blah blah
He's
blah.
gonna give you the Bible. And that's what I'm saying.
Hey, when you go to the Bible, the motherfuckers say, I swear that's number 2.
So help me God.
Right. But hey, in the other world, this is dirty. The right hand a dirty hand.
Right, and it's not a dirty hand.
The right hand a common hand.
The thing is, it's not a dirty hand, but the thing is, we've been raised. Not what we fucking stepped out of the box to. And okay,
What you saying, make a long story
you might have
short,
parents
bro.
that will talk to you the
Well,
truth.
make a long story
No, I did.
How
I
often
did.
is
Watch
it
this.
twisted
In my household,
through,
I had one
not to
grandmother.
God understanding, but to who?
No, listen.
Man understanding.
Hold on.
Man,
I
man
had
is
one
God,
grandmother.
man.
I had one grandmother that was a Christian. Well, Roshan, you done moved. You got your Bible? Yes,
Pray
ma'am.
on it.
But then I got my other grandmother who was a Jehovah's Witness.
Mm.
See what I'm
Likewise.
saying? So
Son,
I'm
likewise.
confused.
I'm
because,
totally confused.
Hey, I'm
Because
reading
that's
this
a
shit.
number.
Then,
You know what I'm talking about. It's a number. It's a certain number.
I peep game.
because you got your uncle on
And they
there.
always go in pairs.
You got your uncle on.
Always.
That's not Christianity.
It's not Christian.
So when I get in the army, niggas talking about, oh, you eating that swine? Nigga, I don't know no swine here, but I'll fuck a ham sandwich up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So then I started learning about that. And then this order we in, masonry, and I hate to use it this way, but I see it. Masonry is a plateau.
For all of them to get on the same fucking shit.
Listen to me.
Listen.
When you traveling through it, you learning some shit. Okay?
You said travel.
When
We all
you-
travel.
When you hit your final phase and you go in there, they got the Quran on the bottom and they got the Bible on the top. Both of them set to the same verse. Okay? So then
Same
you like, nigga, I can't read the Quran. What the fuck I'm doing? You do it anyway, but I'm one of them niggas. Nigga, I just did some shit and this shit might not be right. Let me learn this book. So I started talking to people. So now when we start talking the pilgrimage, because I hear you talking about Moses. Everybody took a pilgrimage.
Going to Egypt.
Temples, which is our bodies, were
Yeah.
destroyed. These buildings, but whatever. The first one was destroyed by Hezekiah. Okay?
What up?
Then they went to exile. That's what they said, right? Exile, you know, when you read the Bible, oh, they were in the wilderness. When you think wilderness, what do you think about? No. When you hear wilderness, what do you wilderness? What do you see around you?
Nothing.
No. Nigga, if I hear wilderness, I see trees.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
saying
woods, right?
The most dangerous
Right.
shit on earth.
But it's nature. But at the same hand, when you're traveling, you know, I'm outside now, getting ready to go into the Kaaba.
Okay.
Okay, the Kaaba are these buildings that set. You got the well of Zemzem, you got the pot of incense,
Yeah.
all this shit we done heard about, okay?
Just
But
one of y'all
you're in the
last
desert. You're in the desert. Ain't no trees in the desert. Okay? Then you run across these people. So we're gonna go to Muhammad. Muhammad trust was in a Christian. Okay? Because they were the crusade. These are the ones that had the horses, but they had camels out there too. So when you hear desert, you think about camels and shit.
All day long. But there's a horse that
Don't fuck
ride in
with
that
The
fucking
thing
desert.
is, all right, can I just goddamn
I'll
say
let you
something?
perk up. I'll
Can I
let you
just say
perk
something
up.
about that? From
I'll
everything
chill
you
if you
said?
did.
Okay, everything you
camel,
said,
there is
the
a fucking
wilderness,
black horse
the
out there.
wilderness, the desert, all those fucking terms are terms of the fucking mind of fucking God. It's like you go through the wilderness. There's so much fucking going on that you can't be calm. Hold on, there's so much going on. There's so much going on that you can't be calm. Like right now, we're in the fucking wilderness. Like fucking, I don't know what is
Yes.
Right. So watch
when I
this.
go into the desert, it's solitude.
Nope.
When I finally got them,
no,
and you still don't know what's going on in the desert.
So he flipping on you when you read
Because
your,
you,
like
hold
this.
on. You're in the desert. You're in the desert.
Because you're in your own shit.
Yeah.
You finally find some shit out.
But
You
no,
finally
Kurt,
find some shit
Kurt,
out,
hold on.
and then you're in there like you don't know what to fucking believe.
Kurt, hold
So
on.
you just
You
walk.
have you ever heard of a mirage?
Yeah, I heard of a mirage.
But you're in the desert.
So
if you're in the desert,
Because the mirage is your imagination of the
If you're in the
wilderness.
desert,
Confusion.
it's
Confusion.
if you're
I get that.
Only
But what
time
I'm
you see a
saying is,
mirage is when you where?
when you get into the desert stage.
When you just see a mirage.
When you get into the
Mirage.
desert stage.
When you
the
see a
way
mirage.
Mirage.
A mirage. When you see it.
No, listen.
Mirage is
listen.
what you want.
No,
What
listen.
you think
Right,
you want.
right.
A
Listen,
mirage is what
listen.
you want, what you think you
Right.
want.
So now I'm
And
gonna take.
it's not built for you.
Listen.
Listen.
So I'm gonna take you back to
Listen, bro.
to the book. You know you went up to your book. They call it
No.
Bearing Land.
Okay.
Meaning ain't nothing out there, nigga. You somewhere, and you've been doing it so long. Like we move around this motherfucker in real life right now. We see this and think it's good for us, ain't good for us. We have to fall back and meditate sometimes. Because
Listen,
I
Kurt.
need
Just
you to
listen. Just listen.
Because
Listen, bro.
Because when you meditating, you put your mind to everything. So a barren land, when you've been traveling in it so long, like this world we in now, this the United States of America, when you travel this barren land so long, and what you think ain't what it is, it's a mirage. And I'm gonna kick it, gang banging, dope selling, I need to be a part of this clique. I'm trying to get this.
Prostituting.
I'm prostitute. All the shit
Pimping.
that ain't good for us.
Pimping.
You're in barren land. Your mind not clear. When you fall back, like nigga, that ain't good for me right now.
That's the wilderness.
That's the wilderness.
And when you fucking realize where I'm in a state in my mind,
How do
now,
you
while,
get out of it?
While I finally gone on the where I'm
I
at in my
acknowledge your
mind,
symbol, brother.
I'm fucking lost. I'm sitting there, I'm walking in a fucking desert mentally. Like,
do I
I don't
get
want to do that
cross that
shit,
bitch?
but
Hey,
I'm connected to
guess
that
what?
shit.
I
And I
get
want to go
cross
to
that
this
bitch.
Hey, look
shit,
here.
but I can't get to
I'm
that
gonna
shit
go to
because I don't know
bathroom
how
again.
to.
I'm gonna go to
But I'm
bathroom
here by
again.
myself on my own.
I'm gonna go to the
You're not.
bathroom and I'm gonna ask you a question.
I mean, y'all see me, but
Nigga
I don't
pop
see
out
you.
of
Y'all,
nowhere and
y'all,
say,
shit.
You're
Watch
not
this.
by yourself.
Watch this.
Gone?
You gone, bro?
Sucking ass.
Much love, man.
Then-
Safe
then
traveling,
I pop out of
bro.
nowhere because you in your own solitude. And I say, hey man, what's the mathematics of the day?
That I haven't got to yet.
Michael, man.
Nice to meet you.
I haven't got to that.
Mine, man.
Thanks for the wisdom.
I know
Man,
y'all
no,
learned
thank
all
you
that
for your
shit
wisdom.
on fast.
Stay strong,
I haven't got to
man.
that
Thank you
yet.
for your wisdom.
But I'll get there.
But when you get that, you'll figure it out.
Young blood.
I'll be back.
That
y'all.
brother got a
I'll
lot
be
of
back, I'll be
knowledge.
back, y'all.
Huh? That brother right there, Corey, got a lot of knowledge. A lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
You got a lot of knowledge, man. Man, look, y'all suck up everything that y'all hearing sitting at this table. A lot of it is biblical.
See, I'm not a biblical or political.
You more biblical than that you acknowledged into yourself.
Yeah, I ain't really read through the Bible, Quran, none of that.
We ain't gotta read it. It's in us.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we have to take what's inside us and apply it to our daily life.
Because I just like to analyze the life around me,
That's
the life outside of me.
Yeah.
And I come up with my own mind,
And
and
there
my own thoughts, and my
exactly.
own.
That's
why
mathematics.
That's mathematics. That's why I say, sometimes people will speak the unadulterated part of the biblical parts of it. But there's a lot of people that would take that unadulterated part and curve it and twist it to their knowledge.
Yeah.
So if I'm twisting it and curving it to my own knowledge and my own understanding, I'm still lost in a place to where I'm trying to search and reach to get a clear understanding
Because right now, in my
of who
life,
I am.
right now where I'm at in my life, I feel lost. But at the same time, I'm a man to admit that I'm lost. Where
That's
I'm at
deep.
in my
That's
li-
deep, bro.
I'm lost where I'm
You
at
in the
in my
wilderness.
life.
That's
right
deep, dog. That's
But-
deep.
But I give grace that I can still analyze,
Yes,
and see
that's
things,
deep.
and
That's
see,
deep.
and not have a tunnel vision.
Mm.
And I had to realize I'm lost. But when you're being lost, you can't have tunnel vision because you're never going to find the path that you need to get to.
Yeah.
But to get to that path, it's going to be fucking hard. It's
Yeah.
going to be a hard road.
But see, at the end of the day, it took them 45 days?
40 days.
40 days,
nights.
40 days, 40 nights to cross. When it should have just took them.
But the white folk make it seem like Jesus did that.
Yeah,
It wasn't
but it was Jesus. It was them.
a pilgrimage.
See, God said, when shit, fuck, okay, when they left, and Abraham descended upon to go to heaven and set and enter the kingdom of heaven, to where men is supposed to be only one day to travel. It's only both one day. But by their confusion and not knowing and not trusting and standing firm on their belief, what you believe, what you see, what you understand, it took them 45 days.
Later down the line.
Yeah, I gotta drop them off and we drink this shit up.
You was looking through. You
It's been a
like,
beautiful conversation, but at the end of the day, let's live in love.
like you, baby boy.
Like you, baby boy, you good
A
people.
nigga going through shit, so sometimes have a conversation to open my mind,
Don't take it back. Don't talk to me.
gives you a different perspective and a different way.
Well, we all going through, but what you going through gonna make you a better man.
Yeah.
What you going through, we all probably been through. We probably
Yeah.
Because he
You know,
asked 2 questions.
a lot of shit I done did in my life, and I try to make the better decisions.
You're not alone, bro.
Yeah.
We all done made some
We
decisions.
have a cigar for you next time.
Oh yeah, please.
You ain't alone.
This is what we do.
You know?
You see him?